Alright guys, welcome back to Sodak Painting. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut in an accent wall with a paintbrush. Unfortunately, on this job I was not able to use tape because the drywall was pretty iffy in some areas and I did not want to risk peeling off this paint. Now, ultimately, if you tape it and use the paint color that is on the wall you are taping to, in this case, if I were to tape it and then paint blue on that tape, this white that I'm using would not bleed through and the line would be straighter than cutting in. That is guaranteed no matter how good of a painter you are. But if you do have to cut it in, this is how you do it in today's video. So what you guys want to do is get a paintbrush out, get your paint, and you want to cut in as you are seeing right now. Now, this part is the trickiest part. It is going to take you guys some practice and make sure you have some touch-up paint. If this is your first time doing this. So as you guys are seeing right here, I am taking my paint and I am getting it right next to this blue line. Now I am going to go up and down about 2 or 3 times, and this is the first coat, so it does not need to be perfect. Now on the second coat, you're not going to want to spend as much time on it, and there is a little, and you just will have more time to mess with your paint to get the line right on the first coat. So as you guys are seeing right now, I am just cutting in this section of the accent color to the ceiling. And now I'm going to be cutting in this section right here. Now, as you guys are seeing, I've done this a few times, so it is going to be easy for me. For you, this may take a few times, but now you want to roll out your first coat. I did not record me rolling it. Now I am in another bathroom and I am painting another accent wall. Now, as you guys are seeing, I'm just putting the tip of my brush into that corner and I am getting my line nice and straight. And I'm going to do this on the entire wall going down. One of the biggest keys to painting is patience, especially if this is your first time using a paintbrush on painting an accent wall. It is going to take you guys some time, but one thing you do need to know is this is easier than it does look. As you guys are seeing, I am just making this line very straight and even. I finished up that high zone. I'm in a bathroom, so having a bunch of tools in here is not the best. So I'm just going to finish up the high work and get my ladder out of here. Now that my ladder is out, I'm going to finish cutting in low. Now, after the first coat, this process is going to go a lot quicker. There's a word in our trade, the second coat is a lot quicker than the first. I just messed it up, but that's okay. As you guys are seeing, I'm just going to keep on cutting this in. I'm not really worried about those brush marks because I do go over them with a dry brush at the end of every cut, just to make sure there are no brush lines. Now, as you guys are seeing, this line is starting to shape up. Now, especially down here in the bottom, you want to make sure you are just getting that top bristle of your brush into the corner. You do not want to get any of this accent paint on the original wall. If you do, just make sure you have some touch-up paint and it should touch up just fine. Now I am using a 2.5 inch brush. I would recommend, especially if you are doing an accent color in some tight areas, a 2.5 inch brush would be your best bet. It's not going to be too big like a 3-inch brush, and it's not going to be too small if you get into a 2 or an 1.5 inch. Now as you can see right here, this line does not look straight. You just need to keep working at it, whether it's on the first coat or the second coat. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roll out this wall. The key to rolling is finish rolling. So as you just seen, I rolled out that wall, but then I went over it again in the same direction. Now we are on second coat. As you are seeing, this is covering well. I got it all cut in, I rolled it out, and it looks absolutely great. You guys are going to see here in a second how that line looks and everything. So this is the second coat. You just want to cut everything in first and then roll. I'm telling you, if you roll first and then cut, there are going to be brush marks all over this wall. By brushing everything in first, you can take your roller almost right up to the edge of the brush stroke and get all of the brush stroke out. So that's all it really takes, is a brush and a roller to get this done if you are not able to tape. Taping is the most efficient way, and it is the quickest way because you're not taking so much time getting your line straight. But like I said, in this scenario, I was not able to use tape. What do you guys think of the color scheme in this bathroom, by the way? I really dig the blue. The blue, honestly, catch my eye, and it does take a little bit of getting used to, but honestly, after working in these bathrooms for a day now, I do like the color scheme, especially after adding in this accent wall. It is dovetail white or Dover white, but it does look a little bit tan. When you're all done, take off your tape and you are done.